Silver prices just jumped 27% in 1 month. Investors are freaking out. Mines can't keep up, and it's not because of jewelry or coins. The real reason, Samsung just announced a technology that could consume all the silver in the world in just this year, and nobody's talking about it. Let me break this down for you. What's up, everyone? Today we're talking about something huge happening in the silver market right now. If you check silver prices today, you'll see they've gone absolutely crazy. Silver went from around 24 per ounce to over $30 per ounce in just weeks. Some markets are even seeing it touch $71 per ounce. Now, most people think silver is just for jewelry or investments, but that's old news. The real story? Two massive forces are colliding right now: Samsung's new battery technology and the electric vehicle revolution, and it's about to change everything. Before we get to Samsung, you need to understand the crisis that's already happening. The world is running out of silver, and I don't mean in 100 years. I mean right now. Here's the situation. For the last 5 years straight, we've been using more silver than we're producing. Think of it like your bank account. If you spend a $1,000 every month but only earn $800, eventually you go broke, right? That's exactly what's happening with silver. Industries around the world need 680 million ounces of silver every year. But silver mines? They can only produce enough to cover about 80% of that demand. The rest comes from recycled silver and existing stockpiles. But those stockpiles, they're running low. And here's the kicker: you can't just make more silver overnight. Opening a new mine takes 5 to 10 years. So even if prices go up, the supply can't catch up quickly. Simple demand and supply, and right now, demand is crushing supply. Now let's talk about electric vehicles. You might be thinking, why does a car need silver? Great question. Silver is the best conductor of electricity on planet Earth. Better than copper, better than gold. And when you're building a car that runs entirely on electricity, you need the best conductor to make it efficient. Every electric vehicle has silver in multiple places: the battery management system, charging ports, power electronics, even in the solar panels if it has them. A regular EV today uses about 25 to 50 grams of silver per car. That's roughly 1 to 2 ounces. Now here's where it gets crazy. EV sales are exploding. In 2020, only 3 million EVs were sold globally. By 2024, over 14 million. Experts predict by 2030 we'll be selling 40 to 50 million EVs per year. So even with just 25 to 50 grams per car, that's already putting massive pressure on silver supplies. The Silver Institute reported that industrial demand for silver, mainly driven by EVs and solar panels, increased by 67 to 79% in recent years. But wait, this is where Samsung enters the picture, and what they're doing makes current EVs look like child's play. In 2024, Samsung announced a breakthrough, a solid-state battery that sounds like pure science fiction. It charges your car in just 9 minutes. 9 minutes! And gives you 600 miles of range. That's better than most gas cars. Compare that to current EVs. A Tesla takes 30-45 minutes to charge at a supercharger and gives you maybe 300-400 miles. Samsung's battery is double the efficiency. Car companies are already lining up. But here's the part that's making silver investors lose their minds. Each Samsung solid-state battery uses 1 kilogram of silver. That's over 2 pounds, or about 32 ounces of silver per car. Remember how I said current EVs use 25 to 50 grams? Samsung's battery uses 1,000 grams. That's 20 to 40 times more silver per vehicle. Let me put this in perspective for you. Let's say Samsung captures just 20% of the EV market. Just 20%. That would be about 8 to 10 million cars per year by 2030. Each car needs 1 kilogram of silver. That's 8,000 to 10,000 metric tons of silver every single year. Want to know how much silver the entire world mines per year? About 26,000 metric tons. So Samsung's batteries alone would consume 40% of global silver production. And if 50% of EVs use this technology, that would need more silver than all the world's mines produce combined. More than jewelry, more than solar panels, more than industrial uses, everything. This is why silver investors are calling this a supply shock, and because the math literally doesn't add up. Now, Samsung isn't dumb. They see what's coming. So what did they do? In October 2025, Samsung quietly gave $7 million to a Canadian mining company called Silvercrest. Why? To restart an old silver mine in Mexico that was shut down. Samsung wants to secure their silver supply before the demand explosion happens. Think about that for a second. A tech company that makes phones and batteries is now investing in mines. That's like McDonald's buying cattle farms. They're going straight to the source because they know what's coming. And Samsung isn't the only one. Other battery manufacturers are scrambling too. Japanese companies, Chinese companies, everyone who's building next generation batteries is looking at silver supplies right now. This is what smart money does. They don't wait until everyone realizes there's a shortage. They act now while silver is still relatively cheap. So what does all this mean for silver prices? Well, experts are making some wild predictions. Short term, meaning the next 1 to 2 years, analysts are predicting silver could hit $100 to $150 per ounce. That's a 3x to 5x increase. Long term, some are saying $200 per ounce by 2030, 2035. One mining analyst said if Samsung's battery becomes standard, silver could even hit $300 per ounce because the supply simply won't exist. Now, could they be wrong? Sure, but here are the facts. The market has had a deficit for 5 years. EV sales are growing 25 to 30% per year, and Samsung's battery is already in production testing. Even if Samsung's battery only captures 10 to 15% of the market instead of 50%, that's still massive demand. We're not talking about small numbers here. And here's something most people don't think about. What happens to car prices? If silver hits $100, $200 per ounce and you need 32 ounces per battery, that's $3,200 to $6,400 just for the silver in your battery. That cost gets passed to consumers. Your $50,000 EV might become a $55,000 EV. This isn't just about silver prices or Samsung. This is about the entire transition to clean energy. Solar panels need silver, EVs need silver, 5G infrastructure needs silver, wind turbines need silver. We're essentially building a new world that runs on electricity instead of oil, and that world needs massive amounts of silver. The problem? We only have so much of it. This is why some investors are calling silver the metal of the future. It's not just a shiny object anymore. It's literally the backbone of modern technology. So that's the complete story. Samsung's revolutionary solid-state battery combined with the explosive growth of EVs is creating a perfect storm in the silver market. The demand is about to skyrocket. The supply is already tight, and companies like Samsung are already securing their supplies. Will silver really hit $200? Nobody knows for sure, but one thing is crystal clear. The silver market is about to go through the biggest transformation in its history, and it's all happening in the next 5 years. What do you think? Is silver the investment of the decade, or is this all hype? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you learned something new today, smash that like button and subscribe because I break down complex topics like this every week. See you in the next one.